Where to find redstone dust and redstone ore in Minecraft 1.18. This video is going to explain where to find the redstone ore, getting redstone through villager trading, and mobs that can drop redstone dust. The big difference in the 1.18 update is to world generation. What this means is that caves have changed, the floor of the world is at -64 instead of at 0. This especially affects redstone as it generates a new part of the world. The redstone ore has two batches. A batch means the range, the amount of ores in a blob, if they can be exposed to air, and the height they are most likely to generate. It is possible for one batch to generate in one way and another to be different, as is the case with redstone ore. Before we talk about batches of redstone, let's talk about mining it. With redstone ore, it has to be mined with at least an iron, diamond, or netherite pickaxe. With no enchantments on your pickaxe, redstone ore will drop 4 to 5 redstone dust. The fortune enchantment will increase the possible drops by 1 per a level. The maximum level of fortune is 3. At level 3 fortune, you can get up to 8 redstone dust. The fortune enchantment is also incompatible with the silk touch enchantment, which drops the block instead of breaking it. Let's go through the two batches of redstone ore. The first batch is how redstone ore generates from around Deepslate and below. This batch will try to generate redstone ore 4 times per a chunk in blobs of 0 to 10 redstone ores from Y layer -63 to 15 in the world. A chunk is a 16 by 16 area from bedrock to the sky. These chunks are how the world is divided. Blobs are groupings of the same ore. This batch has an even distribution at any level, meaning you're just as likely to find a blob near bedrock as at level 15. This batch has a range of 78 blocks. This is a large range. Deepslate starts to replace stone at level 0. The transition of stone to deepslate can be used to identify the range of the first batch of redstone ore. Basically, a little above deepslate down to bedrock, redstone ore can be found in this batch. The second batch is closer to bedrock. This batch tries to generate 8 times per chunk in blobs of 0 to 10 redstone ores from -63 to -34. With this batch, the redstone ore will generate more likely closer to bedrock, and it will decrease as it goes higher. The best strategy would be to mine in this area where both batches overlap, from -63 to -34. I would suggest exploring caves, as it will cut through the terrain and expose blobs of ores in the ceiling, walls, and floors. Redstone ore isn't reduced if it is exposed to air, so caving is a good way to find redstone ore. Especially looking as close to bedrock is the best spot to find redstone ore. Just be aware there will be lava closer to bedrock. Redstone dust in loot chests. Redstone dust also appears in loot chests. There are 6 loot chests, which are dungeon chest, mineshaft chest, stronghold storeroom chest, stronghold altar chest, villager temple chest, and the woodland mansion chest. All of these can have between 0 to 9 redstone dust and between 12 to 44.8% chance of appearing in these chests. This isn't really a good way of getting redstone dust. It is more of a bonus if you get redstone in one of these chests. The next way to get redstone is through villager trading. The cleric at the first level will have a trade of 2 redstone dust for an emerald. In Bedrock Edition, this will be 4 redstone dust. This specific trade will not be lowered if you cure the villager, as it is already the lowest it can be. This would be an easy way to get redstone dust if you have a villager trading hall set up with farms that give you emeralds. Also with clerics in the Java edition, if you have the hero of the village effect, the clerics will throw redstone dust as a gift. To get the hero of the village effect, you will have to kill a raid captain, one with the ominous banner, that will give you a bad omen effect. These raid captains can be found in the pillager outpost or in pillager patrols. The bad omen effect will last for 100 minutes. A raid will be triggered when you enter a village with the bad omen effect. Once you have won the raid, you will get the hero of the village effect. The hero of the village effect will last for 40 minutes. For the villagers to give gifts, the player has to be within 5 blocks, the villager has to be idle, working, or near the village bell. There is a cooldown between 30 seconds to 5 minutes and 30 seconds of giving gifts. The cleric will give lapis lazuli or redstone dust as a gift. This can be exploited to set up a farm to win raids and to be gifted redstone dust by cleric villagers. The last way to get redstone is through witches. Witches can drop 0 to 2 redstone dust when killed. The The witches will pursue the player within a 64 block range. They will throw splash potions at the player like slowness, poison, weakness, and harming. They throw these potions in 3-second intervals within 10 blocks of the player. If you have the looting enchantment on a sword, this can increase the possible drops by 1 per an enchantment level. The maximum level is 3, so you could get up to 5 redstone dust from a witch. The witches will be part of the raids in some of the waves. They can also spawn with the light level is 0, but they are a rare mob to spawn. Witches will spawn in the swamp hut. The only biome that has the swamp hut is obviously the swamp. The structure of the swamp hut can be used to create a witch farm that will spawn witches that will be killed and drop redstone dust, glass bottles, glowstone dust, gunpowder, spider eye, sugar, and sticks.